Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, and Paddy Pat in the commentary booth this evening and all season long, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Prospect eRacing League Tier 1 pre-season from Silverstone. It's great to be back. It's great to have you along with me, Paddy, and ladies and gentlemen, it's great.
How's it going, mate? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, we've got an exciting pre-season race here today. We've got some old faces returning to Tier 1, and it's going to be interesting to see how they get on today and see what the rivalry is going to be, see who's going to be at the top and see who's going to be at the bottom. Now then, just a quick mention, these Tier 1 drivers are actually still fighting for their seat. Isn't that right, Lemony?
Yes, indeed, Paddy Pat. Some of these guys, they need to show their worth this evening. This evening is only pre-season. They need to keep it on the track, keep it between the white lines, I should say. Keep all four wheels on the car and make it to the end. Show their racecraft, show their qualifying, and most importantly, how they get on through a full race distance.
And what a track to do a pre-season. It's the home of Grand Prix. It's Silverstone. And already, with an 18-minute qualifying ahead of us, we've got people on track. Not messing about today.
It certainly is one of the best tracks out there at Silverstone. It is fantastic to see them back out here this evening as well. Like, you know, it's a great one. Especially, it's better than the Spanish one that they always do pre-season in. Nice to see it back in the home of motorsport as well, don't forget.
Exactly that. Just a big hello to Owen Sharpie, Fixie, Bastian, Genos in My D, Flixie, URL Nick. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in to the chat. Let's sit back then. 18-minute qualifying. Now then, Lemony, you were doing the comms last year for most of the season. Who are the guys to watch out for, and who are the newcomers that you think are going to surprise you this season?
You put me on the spot there. But no, to be honest, there is a few famous names out there. Kenty is out there. Spider-Man as well is always looking to improve. Optic is back. Anton, one of the protagonists last year. And we also have a couple of returnees with the likes of VR, Robbie and Scott out there. So fantastic to see some of the old comers coming back, and the old Wise and old Foxes at Quasar springs to mind also. It's a fantastic lineup as always.
Exactly that, and a little bird told me there was some old rivalry between the Anton and the V-Robbies, so it's going to be interesting how they fare against each other this season, and see if we can get an early little rivalry. It'd be like a Hamilton-Rosberg, a Max Verstappen-Hamilton. We'd love to see it this season, wouldn't we?
It will be a good one, all right. It's nice to see a few other drivers up there as well. Some guys, as you say, you know, coming back in, having a bit of a rivalry there, and also some newcomers. So yeah, the pace setters could be switched up here also, or is it going to be the wily old guys that were here before at the top of the time sheets? We'll only find out really once the first race gets up and running next week.
And that's exactly what this pre-season is now. It's all about a test to see who they're going to be fighting against. All of these drivers, a lot of new faces as well, like we said earlier. They're trying to test each other out here and see who's what, where, how. And the first timing set there is a PRL Optic, a 1:26.8. Not a bad lap from him, Lemony.
Good stuff from Optic. He's trying to show his pace. He needs to get himself more consistency this year to really shine in this championship. He did have a few pole positions and a win last year, but there were so many more missed opportunities. If it wasn't for himself maybe getting him into battles that he shouldn't have, or just a little bit of patience sometimes as well. You know, people with old tyres, new tyres, it can kind of catch you out sometimes out there.
Yeah, just a quick mention there, though. Scotty coming in. He's back into this race from, he left PRL quite early on in last season. But he's back, and he sets a 1:26.887 on the mediums. Not a bad lap time. Already showing his outright pace. And the guy in chat there says, the question is, will he be cutting Cop's Corner today?
Well, you know, some of the lines out there can be open to interpretation from the stewards. It is a little bit more lax than other places on the calendar, we have to say, but it is strict out there, so it's the same for everybody. And as well, if you aren't really pushing all the right lines and the places you can gain them thousandths of a second, we have seen it come down to thousandths of a second in this championship many times before. So it is something these guys do need to push the extra envelope all the time.
Just watching on another driver on the mediums now. It's the Aston Martin of TTV Denny. I haven't really seen or heard much about this guy, so I'm riding on board with him. He's on his hot lap on the mediums, down the hanger straight on towards Stowe. As he goes, it's late on the brakes, round about the 50-metre line, keeping it nice and tight. Get that exit, use all of the left-hand side. Now we're going to be braking around about the 75-metre mark. Hard on the brakes now, short shift up, making sure, put all that load on the front left there, and you're all going to be easy on the accelerator here. Always wants to get away. He crosses the line at 1:27.4. Quite still a respectable lap there for the mediums runners.
Not too bad. Don't forget as well, like, it's only the top 10 that have to start on the tyres that they set their fastest lap times. It is a short qualifying as well, ladies and gentlemen, so it's only really... Yeah, go ahead.
And I'll tell you what's going to be exciting is next year as well, because of the rule changes in real life Formula 1. We're not going to get this anymore. I feel like I'm going to miss it.
It opens up a bit of strategy, I know, with a reasoning for it in real life, but especially when the cars are so equal and the drivers here online, it really does throw a bit of a spanner in the works for these guys. Can they make it through? Can they not? And it looks as if for the moment Scotty seems to be pretty decent up there, but everyone else, Willie there and Denny would want to be having a look over their shoulder, Sweat as well as Sewell.
So another guy to watch out for then is the returnee of V Robbie. He's in the Ferrari today, coming through Lovefield now on the old National Pit straight, keeping it nice and tight. This guy has raw pace, and I believe in my Discord alone, him and Scotty have been having it batting. I'll tell you what, look at that.
He still hasn't invalidated there.
I tell you what, I think PRL are going to have to do something about this. That's a bit of a tip Mickey take that myself. Caught that right on camera.
He's up on his previous lap time anyway.
Flipping hell, I'm not surprised.
Holy moly.
did he even turn the steering wheel there? He just got straight off. I don't know. I know there's like, you know, let's take advantage of the rules of the game, but I just think it's bad sportsmanship. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see that in a real race, you know, try and stick it. But yeah, you go on 1:26.5 then for V Robbie. I tell you what, Optic's time's looking pretty sweet.
Optic, telling you now, I'd like to see his lap time. Did he take that line as well? But in fairness though, I was initially under the impression, I haven't seen someone go that far off now to gain the advantage.
That's probably why he's half a temp slower than Optic.
There you go. Anyway, so who's out there now at the moment? Albo is still out there. Is he on a second one? No, not really. I think he's not. So Nick is out there on the mediums. He's only after crossing the line. Is he going for a second run? He'd want to try to get another run. Them mediums do come to life very nicely on the second lap, but I'm not quite sure. No, he's backed off with that one. So, Cameron's gone pole on a 1:26.4, so Optic has been beaten for the time being.
Nice lap. Sorry, man, just putting this in my Discord quickly.
It's alright. I'm not sure if anyone's on a lap here. Anton might be on a lap. He's definitely seems to be pushing it on the exit there, so he's coming through Woodcut now into Cobb's corner. Can he take a flat out? We're riding on board with him. Through the right-hander, little downshift there, but absolutely glued to the floor. Fair play to him. Into the left now with Maggots. And the right now, another left here of Beckett's, and then he's going to be coming into Chapel now. Important to get a good slingshot onto the hanger straight here. The DRS as well, opening up. So he's trying to minimise the amount of track that he's taking on the exit there as well into Stowe. How does that front end cope? Front end's looking deadly.
It's cleared up.
That was a lovely apex there, late apex from himself into the Vale chicane. Not too far to go now, but plenty of opportunity to mess it up through club. How does he get on? Flat out through there. He does run wide a little bit, but he's into fifth.
That's a good lap.
That's a good lap. A
1:27 dead. Still 2 tenths off Scotty's time though on the mediums. Obviously Scotty has shifted onto the softs now, which is a little bit surprising really. He's got a good time here.
speaking of the devil, we're on board with him. He's just started his lap now, coming into the loop section, village loop. I don't know, all these kind of corners have such iconic names, and then this bit here is called the loop. Anyway,
on to Wellington Straight then.
Yeah.
Into Lovefield. This is where I normally sit every year, but I'm not going this year, which is a little bit annoying. But as you see there, Band B on Lovefield, right there in the stands, as you can just see now, that is exactly where I sit, getting them coming out. And I tell you what, when you see them, you see the cars sliding out of the exit. It's amazing to see the grip on these cars. Through Copse they go. Is he going to go wide? No, he keeps it in track limits. No fraud today for Scotty. Through Maggie's and Becca's go. Absolutely fantastic. 180 miles an hour through these turns. A little dab on the brakes, and you've got to keep it nice and tight. Get at that exit. Open up the corner, and away they go down the Hanger Straight, and a max speed of around 200 miles per hour before they hit the brakes down into Stowe Corner.
198, didn't quite get to 200 there, but yeah, slamming on the anchors into Stowe, keeping as much speed as he can down the hill into Vale now. Not too many corners, as I said before, but easy to light the rears up. He got a bit of curb on the exit there. He definitely cost himself maybe a tenth or two, but he's in the pole with that lap.
And that's provisional pole then, a 126.330. That is a bloody good lap there. Come and get me, he says. Where are you? Who's that? Who's gonna give it to him? Who is it? V Robbie? Is he gonna try? He's on an out lap at the minute then. Who else have we got? Albo on an out lap. He's decided to go on the mediums as well. Quasar still looking for a good lap time from him. He's on another run now in the Williams car, coming through the loop, as you would call it, onto the Wellington Straight.
Yeah, Quasar does seem to be the next one along, who's pretty much setting a competitive lap time. Let's see how he gets on in the Williams this year. For Quasar, he's definitely one of the most consistent drivers out there. He's always popping himself in there, definite points paying positions, and he sneaks an out podium or two. He is definitely flying out there. Even a win springs to mind with himself, so definitely able to spring one out of the bag when he needs to. This is pre-season as well, don't forget, so there might be some sandbags out there perhaps with these drivers.
And yeah, he goes a little bit wide. So just where is Sam Brooks then? I know he got promoted, didn't he, this year? There he is, Sam Brooks. Sorry, I want to give a special mention to Sam Brooks. He was the champion of Tier 2 and he's got promoted into Tier 1. So fair play to him. He's holding his own as well. Mid-pack at the minute is Sam Brooks.
Well done, Sam. Well done, Sam. Represent. I tell you now, he's in the Scuderia as well. So automatically, this commentator is a little bit biased. But that's just myself.
So he's invalidated his lap here then. So is he going to go for another run? It looks like he's got enough fuel to go again. Let's see. I want to ride on board with Sam Brooks. I think we need to give him a bit of airtime. The champion of Tier 2 from last year. But no, he's going to go back in the pits. He's got time. He's got time to get in and out.
Robbie's on the lap here, coming through Maggotts and Beckett's complex there in the sister Ferrari. How does he get on? Through the right, lefts of the most treacherous corners on the calendar. If you go off there, we've seen it before when Kvyat had a puncture, smashed into the wall there. You really don't want to be having any kind of an accident through Maggotts, Beckett's or Stowe, mind you. We've seen Ericsson on the exit of there as well.
It's looking good. It's looking good. What is it going to be? He does not. It's oh my Gideon! There's nothing to split them. A 126.330 for Scotty. A 126.336 for V Robbie. For 6 thousandths of a second, split in the top two. Can you get any closer for qualifying, Lemony?
We called it at the top of the broadcast this evening. It's definitely coming down to the thousands in this championship this year. It's gonna be a close one. If these lap times are anything to go by, can anyone smash in a pole position lap time faster than Scotty at the moment? We'll soon find out. It's only 3 minutes 30 odd seconds left on the clock. It's go time for these guys here, Paddy. They need to make it happen now.
They do indeed. My mic is a bit crackly. It's because I've got to do it through the PlayStation, so I'm using my son's headset. I have took my controller off charge, so I'm wondering if that's helped, guys. I don't know. Let me know in chat. Don't worry, next week it'll be all through my mic and Discord and all that, me likey, so we're all good, don't worry. It's pre-season, we have bugs, alright?
it's everyone's pre-season here. Nick is trying it on the mediums out there in the Mercedes. Can he do any better from 11th position?
Nah, it's very annoying. Is it actually really annoying? That's weird. Can you just watch the stream and just see if it's still pinging away? Oh, all right, it's fine. Right, flipping it. Everyone's gone quiet. Like, oh, it's broken. Everything's broken. Pre-season. Right, end the race. End it. Okay.
That's it. We're going home.
Yeah, that's it. Right. So Spider-Man then still in the pits. 19th for the minute. Not long left to go in this qualifying. Does he even have a chance to get round? I don't know. But everyone is out on their runs now. Who to look out for?
Cameron's on a lap now in his Haas. Optic is out on an outlap there as well. But Cameron in the Haas on his flyer right now. Can he improve? If he can get a 10th, even a 10th, he will get pole position here. So let's see how Cameron gets on into sector 1. He is 700ths up. He's up on himself at the moment. Can he get the pole position? He seems to be thereabouts. It's literally hundredths between the guys right now. V Robbie has retired, so he's thrown the towel in, so he's not going to be improving. He's settled for second, but can Cameron make it third, or someone else possibly make it even better? Cameron takes that line through the exit of Cops into the Maggots and Beckett's complex. He goes now through the left, through the right, through the left and right again. I don't know what corner he's going through. He's so fast through there, but through Chapel he goes down the hanger straight now. DRS wide open. Can he hit that magic 200? He's up to 98, 99, no, 98 miles an hour. So he swings it into that right-hander. Fantastic stuff from himself through the exit now, down towards the Vale chicane. Not much to go now, only a couple of corners, but plenty to do through the final corner now. Watch the rear end on the exit, and he's going across the line. He's into pole position. 3/10.
26-1. It's all for Scotty to do now. Holy moly. Here he goes then. He's got to set a good lap time here.
Scotty's timed that beautifully.
Here he goes. It's all for Scotty through sector 1 then. That was a great lap, a 126-1. That's incredible.
Can Scotty have anything to it? He's timed up with 2 seconds to go. He crossed that line, so he's left it.
Brilliant timing, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. He's down the Wellington Straight. He's got traffic ahead right now. I'm just wondering whether or not he's going to get a little bit of dirty air as the McLaren of, is it Worley there in front of him? He may have to get out of the way as you see him, like an Aston Martin off the track. Through sector 2 he goes. We didn't quite see his sector 1 times there, but I believe he might actually take a wide line here.
He's in it.
No, he doesn't. He keeps it within the tracks. Fair enough, Scotty. Through Maggots, through Beckett's. It doesn't look as clean as Cameron's, and he's up on his time, so he's down on his time, but it's all about this last sector. Can he do it? It doesn't look like he can. Through Stowe Corner, in through Vale, and here it is. Oh, he cuts out a little bit too much, almost invalidating. Around the last bend, crosses the line, and he does improve, but it's not pole, and it looks like Cameron might have pole here.
I think that might be it. Ken is the only guy who can really challenge him now, but Ken's pulling in. That is Cameron. Pole position. He wins it this evening. Fantastic stuff.
Oh, he's a great lap, man.
Guys,
Take a bow, son.
Just to let you know, there'll be a lobby restart. Because somebody decided to invite a random driver in, and it's completely unfair because somebody now missed out on a place to qualify. So
who's that?
It's that Sue, whatever his bloody name is, whoever invited him in.
Oh, Sul Vundenix.
TTV Denny Suv.
Oh, Denny Suv. Alright.
Yeah, whoever invited him in, yeah, there'll be serious consequences, but we probably won't find out. But if you see him in the party next lobby, then we'll kick him out. So.
Okay.
Alright, thanks very much indeed.
He's not done bad though. Might give him a C and div too.
He's not done bad, but he should be joining the Discord and following the process. So.
Yeah, bloody hell, mate. Fair enough, TTV Denny. Take a bow, you little sneaky bugger.
He sneaky snorkeled us all with that one. We were even calling him out with commentary. He should take a clip of that one and be like, look at this, boys. Fair play to them. But Cameron is the pole position. To be fair,
I think I'd give him a bit of airtime. Bless him.
He deserves it with that one, in fairness. We all like, you know what I mean, a chancer. A chancer, you know what I mean? And we like chancers.
He's like a streaker at a football match, isn't he? Fuck you all!
Yeah, the crowd is always behind him. But yeah, no,
I just realised I swore on stream, my bad.
Yeah, fair play to Cameron anyway, the pole position winner, with Scotty there in second, Robbie in third, Optic in fourth, and Ken in fifth. But we got a Quasar in sixth.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said about Optic getting pace. I'll tell you, that 126.4 is a bloody good lap. Let's hope he can convert this today.
That's it. That's the thing, you know what I mean? He just needs to keep it out of the wall. Keep it out. Well, and everyone needs to keep it out of Optic too. You know? But yeah, so we'll be back with the lobby restart, ladies and gentlemen, for the Prospects eRacing League. We'll be back shortly.
What do you mean? Qualifying?
No, just restarting the whole thing.